Spread your bum cheeks, my stupid blueberries, because I'm gonna blast your ass with a story that's more shocking than someone who hasn't gone through a divorce. Because the Justice League are dead in the Justice League comic series. Now, the reason for the Stampy intro is so I could give you Chuckle Nuts some context, because this is a funky story. So basically, there's this multiverse Justice League team called Justice League Incarnate that feature people like Aquawoman, the Flash of China, Captain Carrot, and President Superman. And unfortunately for this group of influencers, they were unable to stop a looming threat called the Great Darkness, which is kind of like constipation, because once you get the Great Darkness, it's unbearable and uncontrollable. And that's what happened with many of the DC villains. They all got constipated and became this army of more evil versions of themselves, just like liquid poop. Now that we got the context out of the way, we can get on to the main story. So the story begins on Earth Zero, the main DC Earth, with all our heroes trucking along like it's a normal Saturday, until all of a sudden, the Justice League Incarnate transport them into their headquarters in hopes that they can help stop this threat. I don't know why you call this version of the Justice League. You should have gotten the ones where they were dinosaurs, but anyways, Justice League Incarnate tell the main Justice League the issue, and how even though they are the army that protects the multiverse, they cannot stop what's coming, until all of a sudden, Constipation rears its head and breaks into the House of Heroes, ready to destroy some intestines. But just in the nick of time, Dr. Multiverse was able to save them and transfer them to another multiverse where there wasn't a Morbius movie. They went to a dead multiverse that was swallowed by darkness. That's right, a second multiverse, which is confusing for the heroes because this multiverse should have been gone as a result of the Crisis on Infinite Earths event. So why is this here? Well, it's all because of one man, that being Pariah. Now listen up, because things get wobbly and confusing here. This is why Pariah is doing what he is doing. Pariah started the Crisis on Infinite Earths event, but as a result of losing and causing it, the universe has punished him by forcing him to watch every single major DC Universal event, like your mom forcing you to watch Blippi instead of Dahmer. And somewhere along the line, he came across the Great Darkness, and his third eye suddenly opened wider than someone doing the splits. Thanks to the darkness, he can repent for his mistakes and create a whole new multiverse without universal threats, but it has to be at the cost of the Earth Zero heroes. Therefore, he has to kill them, and the only way he could do that is by creating a dark army. So that's basically it. He wants to fix the multiverse through darkness as a way of repenting his wrongdoings, but he has to kill the main Justice League in order to do that. So that's what he does, and just like a Yu-Gi-Oh nerd, he lays out all his cards in front of him, and he's not holding back. He's got every major DC villain on a team, fed them some Powerade, and made them constipated so they could kill the Justice League. So obviously, you know what happens next. The Avengers assembled and were ready to save the multiverse. And while they were fighting, Pariah is trying to get the multiverse fixer-upper working, but if the League can destroy that, they save the day. But that's really hard right now, more difficult than convincing yourself that getting a photography major was a good idea. So if you can't already tell, this is where the killing begins. Green Lantern comes in to help by actually using his imagination and making a Justice League, but a dark-spirited version of the Spectre arises and kills Lantern. Green Arrow then comes through and tries to destroy the multiverse fixer-upper. It succeeds, and as a result, the Great Darkness withers away along with its soldiers. But in a last-ditch effort, Doomsday kills him. But that doesn't matter because Pariah is more frustrated than someone who spilled their bubble tea. Because once the Elite Trio came to attack him, he kills all three of them in one big massive sling of his meat. This man wanted to bring civility to the multiverse, and he's getting punished by these so-called heroes. So he continues to kill them all, until all of a sudden, the hierarchy of the DC Universe, Black Adam, tries to stop him with none other than a punch. But Pariah isn't fazed by that and proceeds to kill the final hero. But Black Adam refuses to let the DC Universe die. He has to salvage whatever is left. So he yells out a big Shazam, splits the Funko Pops, and pile drives to the Earth like a rock. The heroes who remain on Earth, like Superboy and Wally West, were alerted of this crash and went to go see that it was Black Adam, who exclaims that the Justice League are dead. And yeah, that's about it. Subscribe and I'll see you